Hello there! This is 4th iteration of my evaporation cooler called Not-a-Bonk Cooling. How does it work? Evaporation cools the water. Water cools the components via ordinary water cooling pump, blocks and tubing. Contrary to bonk cooling, water falls from tiny heights and does not generate noise. And it's so effective, it does not need any fans. Temps are great. You can calculate water temperature before you make your water cooling, so you can know how big the water area has to be. The equations are in my previous video or in my science project. The main idea is that the water shouldn't fall from more than 3 centimeters and its area should be as big as possible. How to make it? First one I made from boxes of Ferrero Rocher and worked great, apart from rusty screws. Next were made from clear plexi. They work the same, but just look better. Any aggressive plastic glue should be fine. First I used polychloride based, and it was okay, but methyl acetate seems stronger. I cut first 3 with a Dremel, but don't! Use plexi knife or table saw, trust me. Fun fact, in contrary to ordinary water cooling, water flow doesn't affect effectiveness in a measurable way. First one had a pathetic water flow of 25 liters per hour. This one had 500, but now I reduced it with LM2576 to 300, and the delta between water and GPU temperature in every of them is still 3 to 4 degrees. This way you can save on water blocks, pump, and make everything even quieter. That's great and all, but what is using those things like for 2 years? Quite effortless actually. In this case you have to add tap water every 5 hours of using it at 100%, which to me means once a week. I replace water and rinse the cooler every month, but even 3 is okay. When low on water it starts making sounds. My blocks did not clog up at all, but I have aquarium filter just in case. I had no failures so far, but the plexi ones are quite fragile to transport. The dials? They're just analog voltmeters, but with changed resistors in them, so they indicate 100% at 5, 1.5 and 15 volts respectively. Upper one shows CPU usage and is connected to an Arduino running PC meter. Lower is showing VCore and is connected to probe points via mounting putty, and the lowest one just shows voltage going through the water pump. And the light bulb at the top turns on when the CPU usage is more than 80%. Oh, and I did a whole science project around it. That's what those calculations were for. I got 3rd place in national stage of European contests for young scientists. Want to know more? Ask, even when it is 2028.